All right, let's jump into the big news yesterday, and that was Trump Square Garden, baby. MAGA Square Garden, however you want to put it. This was, folks, this was bigger than the RNC. And I'm not exaggerating that. Rumble came out and said they had more people watching that Trump rally than I believe the RNC. It was bonkers. There was thousands of people lined up outside for blocks. This isn't like Trump territory, folks. This is New York. Like blue as it gets. AOC territory, which we'll get to her in one moment because she lost her shit. Thousands lined up. The dude pulls in. Place is sold out. Not a seat left. In Madison Square Garden, that's the main venue of the entire world. So Trump at Madison Square Garden says he's running against something bigger, far bigger than Kamala. And I cannot disagree with that statement. Here's Mr. 45. Hopefully, y'all got him voted so we can make this guy Mr. 47.
But we're just not running against Kamala. I think a lot of our politicians here tonight know this. She means nothing. She's purely a vessel. That's all she is. When you see her up there talking about the grass on my front lawn, I grew up in a middle-class neighborhood and I had grass on my front lawn. Yeah, but we're asking, what would you do to fix the country? And why didn't you do it? You had almost 4 years. Why didn't you do this stuff? Now she's becoming more MAGA than those politicians I just told you about from the different states. She can't put two sentences together. She's just like, she's really just like, in many ways, crooked Joe Biden. And she never said to us, she never told us that Joe was not functioning properly. She should have.
Yes. I mean, folks, this is only 57 seconds. The guy's just truth after truth after truth. I love the fact that he mentions that she's just a vessel, because that gives credibility that there's somebody else pulling the strings here, and that regardless of whether Joe's in office or not, that person or organization, or like what I like to call the deep state, is going to stay there. That's the bureaucrats, those that are never elected, but they're put in positions of power to tell all of us what we can and can't do, what we should be paying in our taxes and not paying, and what the government can do with your money, like send it overseas to our enemies.
Because, we're talking about the life of the most important country in the world. We need very smart people. We're running against something far bigger than Joe or Kamala, and far more powerful than them, which is a massive, vicious, crooked, radical left machine that runs today's Democrat Party. They're just vessels. In fact, they're perfect vessels because...
And so Trump goes on. I mean, you guys know how his rallies work, baby. I mean, the guy talks for hours. And there's nothing wrong with that. He says a lot. But again, it's the vessel analogy that is true. And we used it here. Joe's been an empty can. Nobody thinks Joe's cognizant other than Democrats for 4 years, roughly. And I say 4 years because I understand we're not at the 4-year mark. But remember, he was also campaigning and his brain wasn't working then. The thing hasn't been clicking for years. And it's a remarkable thing that they're going to lecture us. They've been lecturing us on Donald Trump's cognitive ability, that he's not fit to hold office. That one's rich to me. It really is. The Democrats are going to tell me who's fit to hold office and who isn't. Coming from a party that just elected Joe Biden as president, and his brain quite literally is not working. Now they're putting forth abroad that her brain ain't working either. I'm from a middle-class family. I know your kitchen table issues. I'm gonna help you fix everything. As Trump said, why haven't you done it? Why haven't you done it? We're all waiting. You could literally start today because you're still in the White House. Now, he had a lineup. Like I mentioned, we streamed the RNC. We're actually live at the RNC next to Steven Crowder and Donald Trump Jr., baby. We're a small channel, but hell, we make an impact. Let me tell you. Go follow me on TikTok, because we have a video that's going viral right now on TikTok with like 240,000 the last I checked. I just uploaded it yesterday. 240,000. The thing is going bonkers, you guys. 200, it might, it might hit 500,000 today. It might. So the lineup was crazy. Now we're not gonna go through everybody because look, the rally was like 6 hours long. Ramaswamy, I mean, this guy got a standing ovation. People were super stoked to see this guy. I mean, we got a lot of people that love Vivek. I'm curious on what his role is going to be in the administration. During the rally, Trump basically came out and said, look, RFK is going to take over the health side of things. We're going to keep him away from the liquid gold, is what Trump calls it, the oil, which is good. And kind of just give him free reign to figure out the health issues that we got going on here as a country. Now, I don't know where Vivek's going to be, but a lot of you have stated Secretary of State, maybe. Very good role for Vivek. Very good role for him. I would like to see something more where he's out there in the open, where, he's actually doing a little bit more, if that makes sense. I really wanted him as White House press secretary. That's where I wanted the guy, because damn, he is a good talker. And the guy's smart as hell.
I don't follow the polls. I don't follow the pundits. But I follow the energy. And this does not feel like second place energy in here tonight.
No, sir. Look at that place. Can we just take a moment here? I know I'm pausing it, folks, but that's what we're here for, the commentary. But damn, look at that place, huh? Kamala can never do it. She can never do it. She has to have Beyonce, right? And all these musicians show up to put on a concert, and then she gives them the middle finger when they don't do a concert, meaning Beyonce didn't even sing or do anything at all, and people walked out.
I had a friend of mine, smart guy, he's a billionaire, texted me this morning. And he said, why the hell are you guys wasting your time in New York City instead of going to a swing state? You want to know what I told him? I said, welcome to 2024. New York is a swing state.
That's right, baby. That's right.
I got a message for Kamala Harris tonight. We're feeling the joy in New York City tonight, aren't we? And the only celebration bigger than this one right now is going to be on the evening of November 5th when we send Donald J. Trump back to the White House as your 47th president and commander-in-chief.
Yeah, I got goosebumps when he said it. I'll admit it. I felt right there. If you got goosebumps too, you know when we all hear the patriotic music by Glenn Greenwald when Donald Trump comes out, I'm so proud to be an American, and everyone's like, fuck, I should, right? And you get goosebumps, you know what I mean? Now hold on to that feeling, because that is exactly how Joe Biden feels when he's kicking his little feetsies in the beaches of Delaware. Ooh, because he's on vacation again, by the way. He's on fucking vacation again. So, I hope, and we will be live November 5th for the longest broadcast we've probably ever done. We're going to do it like Trump's doing. Look, if that man could sit there and take a bullet for us, I think we could sit there and stream for a few hours and not bitch about it.